It's wonderful to be here. It's great to join all of you here on this fantastic day where we begin a completely new energy cycle. A very short, brief introduction of the 2026 energies, because you need to know that before we proceed towards the meditation, and therefore you know why this meditation is so important today. With the birth of 2026, we are entering two simultaneous energy cycles today. Two simultaneous energy cycles. Every 10 years, the Earth's energy shifts. This shifting of a new cycle, a new 10-year cycle, begins with 2026. The last 10-year cycle ended with the end of 2025, and now this is the beginning of another 10-year cycle starting today. That is only the secondary cycle. The primary energy cycle is absolutely magnificent. It is something that you and I have never experienced in this lifetime. So the second cycle that I'm talking about, which really is the more important energy cycle starting today, is the energy cycle of a new phase of 2000 years. The old energy cycle of 2000 years ended with the end of 2025. We are now completely in the new cycle of the next 2000 years. In India, we have named these 2000 year cycles as Satyug, Kalyug. Some people have other names. But what I know is this next 2000 year cycle is an upward swing. Every single energy cycle of Earth, the 2000 year cycles, one cycle is an upward swing and the next 2000 year cycle is a downward swing. And that's how it proceeds. That's how Earth's energy proceeds. You and I, however old we might be, we have all lived up to now in the downward swing, which so many call the Kalyug. We are now moving into a beautiful upward swing, which many have called the Satyug. So you and I today have entered two completely new, magnificent and potent cycles of energy. The 10-year cycle and the 2000 year cycle. This 2000 year cycle is very, very important. Every 2000 years, the energy of Earth shifts radically. Every 10 years, there is a shift, but it is not a radical shift. But every 2000 years, the energies of Earth change completely. When I say completely, it means that there is nothing left of the earlier energy. The Earth's matrix completely changes. Now, this movement of the Earth's matrix changing has not started today. It started some years ago. And for those of you who have been very closely connected with me, you know that I have very, very often spoken of, and many of you have worked with me in a very, very strong conscious manner in order to stay in alignment with this absolutely new energy matrix of the Earth. What I am referring to is the crystalline matrix of the earth. As of 2026, the work of the shift to crystalline consciousness is almost entirely over for the earth. On the other hand, the work of the shift of your energy matrix and mine into its crystalline consciousness is still undergoing. For those of us who have been consciously working with the crystalline energy, this shift is more rapid, and we shall find that our energy shifts into crystalline consciousness shall get even more rapid in 2026. For those who have not been working consciously with the crystalline consciousness, it makes no difference. Your energies, without you doing anything, have already started shifting. It's just that you are not aware of it. And your energies shall continue shifting to its crystalline consciousness throughout 2026 and the years ahead. Of course, naturally, if you are working consciously with the crystalline energy, your change within yourself is more rapid. But I repeat, even if you are doing no conscious work with this energy, the change in the energy systems of every single human being on earth has already begun and shall continue towards the complete crystalline shift. Now, why is our energy shifting to crystalline consciousness? The earlier energy matrix that you and I have been living with was an energy matrix that was equipped, and please hear me very clearly, that old energy matrix was equipped to deal with denseness. Denseness of thought, denseness of feeling, words, action, energy. The crystalline matrix is not equipped for denseness. Dense thoughts, words, actions, feelings, energies shall create within us and around us a lot of discoherence. There will be a lot of energy disagreement, which will not be pleasant to experience. I repeat again, the crystalline energy is not equipped to deal with denseness. It therefore becomes a huge responsibility upon each one of us to become aware of the denseness that lies within us. The denseness of our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions, our energies. We have to become aware of the denseness that lies within us, and we have to consciously, proactively work in order to help ourselves release that denseness. The more refined our energies are, the less denseness that our energies hold within our energy systems, the greater shall be the benefits we shall reap from the crystalline consciousness energy. 2026 has one more very, very important change, a change that has never happened in earlier years. In earlier years, the universe guided us. Hear me very well, because what I am about to say affects you and me as spirit beings having a human experience. In earlier years, the universe, the cosmos, call it whatever name you wish, guided us in a sense, it walked in front of us, lighting up the path, showing us where to go, nudging us towards the direction that is in alignment with our soul energies. 2026 has a radical change in this equation. In 2026, the universe is now behind us. Please understand this tremendous significance. The universe deems us strong enough. The universe deems us evolved enough to now lead our own way. The universe that was walking in front of us has now moved and is behind us. Which means whatever step you take, the universe shall support that step without any judgment. Whatever step you take, the universe shall support without any judgment. This is fantastic, but it also brings about a huge responsibility upon us, because now the responsibility of walking the path that is aligned with our soul purpose, walking the path that is aligned with our soul energies, walking the path that is aligned with our soul mission, rests entirely upon us. And when I say us, I mean this us. I'm not even including the higher self in this. You are taking things forward now for yourself. But there is another joyous gift we have received in 2026. Remember, I just said that there is no judgment of your steps. Whatever step you take, the universe shall support completely without any judgment. Which means there is no right or wrong action that you can take. If your action comes from pure intention, if your action comes from the purity of service, if your action comes from the genuineness, authenticity of love and compassion and togetherness, there is no action that you can take which shall be a wrong action. Whatever action you take shall be a right action, and not only shall the universe support it, but for every one action that you take that comes from pure intention, pure love, pure action, pure energy, for every one step that you take, the universe shall open 3 to 4 new doors for you. That is the gift that we are receiving. But if our actions, which means when I say the word actions, I'm also including in this umbrella term words that we speak, thoughts that we think, feelings that we feel, and of course the actions that we perform. If these come from judgment, if they come from a negative viewpoint, if they come from hatred, if they come from abuse, violence, if they come from arrogance, if our actions stem from these, the universe shall not judge them. The universe shall support them completely. And just as it opens 3 to 4 doors when the action is in a sense positive, so shall it open 3 to 4 doors even though the action is not in a sense positive. So how will that affect us? Let us assume I speak to someone with arrogance. I speak to someone with judgment. I scorn them. I sneer them. The universe shall open 3 to 4 doors. And whereas I spoke to one person, 4 persons shall speak that way to me. Whereas I acted not very kindly and compassionately with one person, 3 to 4 persons shall not act very kindly and compassionately towards me. And is this a punishment? No, no, no. These doors are being opened only so that you and I can see the persons walking through those doors. Those interactions that we will now encounter, we shall experience them and we shall understand. Very important, we shall understand the error of our ways. There is no punishment, there never was, there never shall be punishment in the universe. 2026 can be a year of fantastic glory for you and I. It can also be a year that we might find very challenging. What does this depend upon? It depends upon the actions we take. It depends upon the actions we take. The universe is walking behind us. There is no one and nothing walking in front of us anymore. You lead yourself. And in order to make use of this tremendously powerful energy of 2026, our energies need to be recalibrated. We have been functioning with our old energies, with our dense thoughts, with our dense and heavy feelings, with our judgments, with our limited beliefs, with actions that stem very often from violence and abuse and dishonesty. We have to recalibrate those energies. I already told you, crystalline consciousness cannot support heavy energies. It can only support and help refined energies to thrive. So it becomes our responsibility as divine beings having a human experience. It becomes our responsibility to ensure that we recalibrate these energies, not only today, that we are continually recalibrating our energies through the year so that our dense energy matrix of the past swiftly, rapidly, and more importantly, easily shifts into its crystalline consciousness. And that is why this meditation today. Many people think that the Kundalini is an energy. The Kundalini is not an energy. Just like the crystalline consciousness is not an energy. The Kundalini and the crystalline consciousness are super intelligences. These are divine intelligences. The Kundalini is a divine intelligence that rests within us, and the cosmic consciousness of crystalline is the energy, super energy, divine energy my mistake. It is the super intelligence that rests around us and within our energy network. So what do I mean by a divine intelligence? The Kundalini knows every single aspect of our soul journey, where we have journeyed in the past, where we are now, and what is ahead of us in the future. The Kundalini knows every aspect of our soul blueprint, our current soul blueprint, which is the blueprint of this current lifetime. And it also has the intelligence of our original soul blueprint that we created the very first moment when we separated from Source. The Kundalini is that divine intelligence that has this awareness. The crystalline consciousness is a super intelligence that has the awareness and the knowledge and the wisdom of the earth's progress, where the earth has been, where it is now, and where the earth is progressing towards. These two intelligences in 2026 act like this. They become one energy. And that is why today we are going to work with the Kundalini, that super energy, that super intelligence, that divine force that lies within us, that knows everything about us as soul beings. We are going to use that intelligence today to recalibrate our energy systems, to shift the energies of our chakric system. As the energies of our chakric system within begin to shift, the energies of our energy matrix also begins to shift. This shift is only what we begin today. It doesn't end today. It is only a beginning. Yes, you can come back to this meditation again and again and again through the year. And each time you come back to it, each time that Kundalini force shall recalibrate your energies, shall recalibrate your chakric zones, and shall ensure that your energy matrix is turning crystalline. So is this why so many people have spoken of 2025 being a tough year because of this transformation? Yes, and absolutely yes, Tarika. 2025 was a challenging year for almost all of us. And why was it a challenging year? In 2026, the universe, hear me well, the universe assumes that we have cleared all our old stories, that we have cleared our past, that we have cleared our soul contracts. And wherever we hadn't cleared, it kind of pushed us. 2025 pushed us, our souls pushed us, giving us strong experiences to say, hello, wake up. We really have a very short time left. Because 2026 has dawned today with the assumption that we have done it all. It has dawned with the assumption that our energy systems are open to receiving only refined energy, that our energy systems have no denseness within us. But we know that's not true. We know that there is still some denseness within us. And so let's use meditations and energy rituals and healing methods like Ho'oponopono and EFT to really eliminate this denseness. This was only a very little bit that I told you about 2026. To read more about it, please visit my blog on JadeFirelight.com. I have already written 2 blogs. I probably will write a third one in the near future because there is so much to explain about 2026. But for now, Let's joyously, happily, excitedly, enthusiastically settle into our bodies, and let's begin the recalibration. Strictly speaking, this is not a meditation. This is actually a recalibration process that you and I are doing together. And we are going to use the force of the Kundalini, and we are going to align with crystalline consciousness. In 2026, our bodies become very, very important because you and I are now standing in front of the universe. We are not behind it. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths in and out, and settle into your body. Your body is very, very important for you in 2026. We are awakening in 2026, awakening through coherence, the coherence between mind and heart, soul and body. As we awaken, we do this very gently, so that our nervous system feels safe. As you breathe, let your body soften. Let every part of you relax. Bring your awareness to the intelligence and the force that lies inside your spine, not the vertebrae, not the nerves, the inner hollow inside your spine. Bring your awareness to this inner hollow. Most of us have not become aware of this sacred space. You do not need to imagine anything. You just need to become aware of the inside of the spine. This is your doorway. Allow your awareness to go deeply into this doorway, to sink deeply into the inner hollow of your spine. You are not going to invite the Kundalini to rise. Instead, you are going to sink into the Kundalini. Sink into the very depth of this super intelligence. I recognize you. As you sink deeper, let these be the words that come from your mind. I recognize you. I allow my body to be here. The energy and the intelligence inside the spine is now very slowly and gradually bringing about changes in your chakric system. While this recalibration is going on, you may feel a few moments of discomfort in certain parts of your body. If there is any discomfort, do not pay attention to it. This is just the effect of the recalibration. Continue your focus upon sinking into the Kundalini energy inside the spine. If your body wishes to move in a gentle swaying action, please do not hold back. Your body may want to move back and front or side to side or in gentle circular movements. The colors of your chakric system are gently shifting. They are deepening. This deepening of the color energy within the chakric zones is taking place due to the gentle shifts in your energies. At this point, you may begin to feel a gentle warmth, a sensation, not something emotional, just a sensation. This is the crystalline consciousness that is now moving within the spinal hollow. Breathe deeply and slowly at this point, because the crystalline consciousness intelligence is entering your organs. Breathe deeply and slowly so that your nervous system feels safe. This is a very physical shift taking place within your organs. The emotional denseness held within your organs is now being overlaid by the crystalline consciousness, so that each organ of yours begins to ready itself to function through love, unity, acceptance, surrender, and compassion. The deeper and slower is your breath, the greater shall be the volume of crystalline energy, crystalline intelligence that comes into your physical body. Throughout 2026, it is your physical body that shall guide you, that shall help you to discern what to do and what to avoid. this help from your body comes to you because the physical organs receive the crystalline consciousness of 2026. As crystalline consciousness enters the organs, grief, anger, bitterness, joylessness, impatience, insecurity, anxiety, fear, instability. These are gently, very, very gently being overlaid by the intelligence of the crystalline consciousness, overlaid with authenticity, wisdom, love, oneness, acceptance, truth, togetherness, kindness, compassion. The very breath within your body is beginning to reorganize itself. You have to do nothing. You have to only be open to receiving. You have to only be open to allowing the change and the shift. You have to only be open to allowing the recalibration. The Kundalini and the crystalline consciousness are merging into each other. The crystalline consciousness becoming an inseparable part of your Kundalini intelligence. The Kundalini is everywhere. The crystalline consciousness is everywhere. Your body is a field of coherent energy. There is no need to name this energy or to name this field of consciousness. If at this time thoughts and feelings Memories of the past should come up. Do not give them the strength to grow. Focus instead upon the field of coherence that is now your body, and your lack of focus upon the thoughts and memories shall soon weaken them. Make no demands upon yourself. Make no demands upon the field of coherence. Make no demands of anyone outside of you. As the field of coherence is beginning to build and organize itself within your body, use the power of sound. Let your specific and unique field of coherence guide the sound out of your throat. It may be loud, it may be soft, it may be a humming, it may be a chant. Do not allow your brain to direct the sound. Allow the sound to emerge from your throat as guided by your field of coherence. Be very gentle with yourself. Force nothing. Demand nothing. The field of coherence is now entering your layers of skin. You may feel warm or cool, or you may feel a prickly sensation. Let your focus only be upon the field of coherence and not the sensations. The field of coherence that is formed by the Kundalini intelligence and the crystalline consciousness is now entering the skin. as it enters the skin, it forms a very physical layer around you, as though your body is a divine gift and the field of coherence is wrapping it in cosmic wrapping paper. You are returning to yourself, to whom you always were, but the dense energies had made you forget. The field of coherence reminds you, awakens you, activates you, and brings you back to your authenticity. As your skin receives the combined energies of the Kundalini intelligence and the crystalline consciousness, gently embrace yourself, gently caress yourself. Let your body feel the love flowing through the palms of your hands for yourself. Embrace yourself. Feel the joy of returning to yourself. Let the sound emerge from your throat in love and in caress. As you allow this sound to emerge, and as you continue to physically embrace yourself, your body learns to receive the crystalline consciousness without any anxiety. Your nervous system learns that this change into crystalline energy is a safe change. At no point in the year should you rush this change. Just allow it. Make space for it by ensuring that the denseness is very consciously being removed by you. Clear your thoughts, your words, your actions, your feelings, your emotions. Clear them of all denseness. the lighter your energy is, the more refined your structure is, the greater alignment shall there be with the crystalline network of the earth. Breathe deeply into your body. Be deeply grateful for this recalibration that has begun today. Deeply honor yourself for listening to the urging of your soul to be present here today for this recalibration. What you have started today shall continue on throughout the year, and you can return to this meditation regularly in order to stay in alignment with the recalibration process. Anytime you feel yourself become reactive, if at any time dense thoughts, feelings, emotions and words should come to you, return immediately to this meditation, and it shall gently refine your energies and once again pave the path to further recalibration. With deep honor and deep love for yourself, you can gently open your eyes whenever you are ready.